A celebration of music and cross-cultural experiences between the Filipino and French people. That's what Fete De La Musique is all about. Now, on its 25th year here in the Philippines, organizers promise an exciting lineup of activities and performers for this year. And to tell us more about this, we have in the studio Jean-Pierre Dumont. He is the Executive Director of Alliance Française de Manille, and Giselle Tamimbang, who is the President of B-Side Productions. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you here. I know there's something wonderful happening.
Thank you for having us. We like to wake up early to come to see you.
We love seeing you. So do tell us this exciting news. You know, it's been Fete De La Musique, I guess, it's been in the Philippines for, what, 25 years?
We're celebrating the 25th anniversary. Yeah, it's going very, very well in the Philippines. It's
so
very
tell
successful.
us more about, you know, the meaning of Fete De La Musique and what it's actually all about.
Well, this year on one of the banner, we subtitled it A French Global Celebration Lives in the Philippines. So it initiated in France in the 1980s, 82. And the thing is about playing music in the street everywhere. And thanks to our network throughout the world in more than 100 cities, the Alliance Française, the French institutes, we try to promote it to local partners. And now it's a big event in more than 700 cities, doing very well in the Philippines, who were very responsive to promote music.
Of course, anything with music and celebration, we actually love. It's happening globally, simultaneously.
Exactly. The date is the 21st of June, which is the shortest night. That's where we chose that date. But of course, to accommodate, it's around the 21st. We'll have a stage at Avenue on the 21st. But also in the Philippines, we like to make it more with an opening party, closing party, many things happening.
Opening, closing, middle, in between.
Exactly.
I mean, we just have all.
So more music, more pleasure, more entertainment.
Well, wonderful. Well, this year you introduced a new tradition, which is called Music Heals, Fete De La Musique Pop-Up, now, which will highlight the healing power of music. So tell us about the healing powers.
Well, we have one of our students who's a nurse and a rapper. She's called Fatima. She came with the idea of using music to heal the children and to intervene into a hospital. Well, this year, that happened 2 weeks ago at the Villani Foundation. That's what the place we chose. We had Fatima coming and Quest for a concert with children, with the teenagers from the Villani Foundation. It was so moving and so entertaining, so active. Children were all singing.
All the kids were singing together with Quest. And the whole idea is, well, Fatima is an actual registered nurse, and so this is something that she's been doing in hospitals she's worked at, and it's something that we wanted to build upon, especially since, you know, she's the perfect person for it. Aside from being a rapper and a nurse, she also is a student of the Alliance Française, so she raps in English, Filipino, and French.
Will she be performing again?
Yes, she will. Right. So we have an all-female French-Filipino medley happening at our Intramuro stage on the 28th, led by Miss Rada. So it'll be a nice mix of classic French and Filipino
songs. So French
songs.
language is becoming popular among Filipino singers,
Yes.
which is a good thing for us.
Including Rada, who's also a student.
Rada,
Well, they have a lot of beautiful French songs that we actually like to sing. Well, do tell us now about the pre-Fete De La Musique parties, which happened last weekend, but we know that the main events will still be happening in the next 2 weekends.
Yes. So last weekend we had 3 pre-Fete De La Musique parties. We had one in Luneta, we had a karaoke stage at Salon de Ning at the Peninsula, and we also had a Sunset Collective stage over at KMC, Skydeck, and BGC. So, you know, some people don't necessarily like to go out in the street. Some people want to be a little bit more comfortable and not want to rough it up, and so that's something that we also try to do. We want to make music as accessible as possible to different kinds of audiences.
But we still have more to come, so
For
people
sure.
are actually awaiting what to do this weekend and the next weekend.
Yes, this weekend, tomorrow, starting tomorrow, we have our A Venue main stage over at the A Venue parking lot. And it's one of our highlights there is a 25-minute production number, which is a tribute of the 25 years of Fete De La Musique in the Philippines, a French tradition that's become a platform for Filipino artistry. And it'll feature some really amazing artists like Between Escalante, Joey Ayala, Bayang Barrios, Mark Abaya of Kwan, Barbie Almalbis, everybody just coming together, you know, going through different genres of OPM classics, so it's going to be super fun. And then on the 22nd, we have over 52 pocket stages all over Makati. So everything from the jazz stage to the rock stage to the hip-hop stage, electronica stage, and everything in between. And then on the 28th, we have our stage over at Intramuros, where we'll have that French-Filipino medley. And lastly, we have on the 29th, the closing party at 2020, as well as parties in 6 other cities, including Baguio, Batangas, Palawan, Laguna, Pampanga, and
I'm sure if in case, you know, that was a lot. And if in case people did...
She's forgetting something.
Oh, okay, what did she forget?
Because we also fly a French artist. Most of French artists are busy with Fete De La Musique. We're flying a French artist. His name is Sae. He's playing alone on the stage, the bass, the guitar, and electronic music. Quite impressive, quite innovative. Very
And
nice.
when will this be?
That will be in Avenue tomorrow.
Oh, a venue tomorrow. So wonderful. So with all of this happening, I mean, do you find that this will actually, well, I'm sure it has, I mean, strengthen the Filipino-French relationship by having all
Of course,
this,
it has strengthened it, and from our point of view, from any point of view, but from our point of view, it's really what the Alliance Française it's here for. It's a very fine example of a cultural collaboration, cultural partnership, where our partners, our local partners, would take the lead, because they take the lead in the programming, you imagine,
With
but for very
Avec
nice
plaisir.
results. And we work very, I would say, very cleverly together.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, wonderful. So, okay, you, as I mentioned earlier, there was a whole list of schedule. Where can they check out the schedule?
They can totally download the Fete PH app. Everything is on there. We're constantly updating it so that people can search what bands they're looking for, or they can submit their hashtag Fete stories for a chance to win a trip for 2 to France.
Hey, I want to do that.
Yeah, and one thing I would like to add, because it's important, of course, the French Embassy is totally part of the project, and we also praise the support of NCCA, because this is a cultural Filipino event, and that's very dear to us, that NCCA is supporting Fete De La Musique, and they've been for a long time, actually.
All right, well, wonderful. Thank you so much for visiting us
Thank
this morning,
you.
and we hope to have you again
Thank you.
soon
Love
for
that.
more celebrations. That was Jean-Pierre Dumont of Alliance Française de Manille and Giselle Tumimbang of B-Side Productions with us this morning.